Welcome to the Ask the Experts show with local celebrity hosts Steve-O and Renee. Sit back each week while Steve-O and Renee educate you with live in-studio experts, such as lawyers, doctors, home improvement, and financial experts in their field. Call in and have your questions answered each week at 888-565-1470. Now, here is Steve-O and Renee with today's expert in their field.
Good afternoon and welcome to Ask the Experts. We are the greatest informational show in South Florida.
We are.
If you've tuned in for the first time, we do shows on law, health, financial, and home improvement like we're getting ready to do for our first guest. First of all, let me introduce you to my beautiful co-host, Renee.
What's happening, Steve-O?
Hi, Renee.
Hi, Steve-O.
Hi, Renee.
What's up with that today?
I don't know.
You just want to be obnoxious?
Sound like Big Angie.
Oh, I love her.
What we do is we go out and find the top companies in South Florida. So when you have to go find someone, you don't have to go scurry around the internet.
Right. Get a pen. Write it down.
Go through the yellow pages. They still have yellow pages.
They don't even have yellow pages anymore. You Google it.
Okay. And then if you'd like to watch today's show,
you could actually go directly to David's website.
I know.
From Command Pest Control. So, David, why don't you give your website out so people can watch the show?
All right. It's www.commandpestcontrol.com.
Okay, and if you have a question today for David, you could call us at 888-565-1470. That's 888-565-1470.
So, David, introduce yourself to everybody. You are the owner of Command Pest Control.
That's right. My name is David Galvani. I'm the owner of Command Pest Control. I've been down in sunny South Florida for the last 20 years.
You know,
well, welcome to the show, David.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, if you've lived down here long enough, we have all
every
kinds of
type
bugs.
of bug, which we just found out 2 seconds ago. I called them palmettos, and he just told me that they're roaches. Is that true? So
They
wait a
are
second.
roaches.
But wait, so they're flying roaches?
They're flying roaches.
Because they fly.
Right.
Because I've taken a broom and chased them. Believe me, I know they fly.
You can call them anything you want, but they're roaches.
I'm still calling them
They're
palmettos.
huge. I mean, you got to get a shotgun to kill them. I don't know how David does it.
You don't even kill them.
I don't want to kill him. Might be an ex-uncle or something. You know? But anyway, Dave, tell us about Command Pest Control. Tell us your background and about the company.
Okay, well, we've been in Florida for the last 20 years. I did start in New York City.
Oh, I hear your accent now. I love it.
A little bit of an accent.
Yes.
But I've been here for 20 years, so I'm considered a native. And our main business is termites in South Florida. And that's
Which we're going to talk about a lot
Which is
today.
huge, right? That's a big thing here. Termites.
Right, very big, very big, very destructive.
And why is it so prevalent here? Is it because the humid weather, the warm weather?
It's the warm weather and very humid conditions. We don't have any cold weather to kill them off, where some other states, a cold weather will kill them off, have them hibernate, but in Florida, they just keep multiplying.
It's like the same thing with ants, because in New York you don't see all the ant problems.
That's
and they're
right.
so prevalent here.
That's right.
You know, because our show covers all of Broward, all of Palm Beach, all of Martin County, what areas does your company cover?
All of West Palm Beach, all of Broward County, and we do cover North Dade County also.
Oh, good. Okay.
He covers it all.
I want you to write down David's number right now, because you know what? You never know. And you're going to learn a lot about termites today, probably things that you did not know. But I want you to write down David's number now so you always have it close by, because just because they're number 1 or number 2 on Google does not mean they're any good at all.
No.
So give us your phone number first.
All right, it's 954-943-0008.
Okay, aside from termites, how often should somebody have an exterminator come out and treat their home for bugs?
It's a good idea to get your home done on a quarterly basis, at least the outside of your home sprayed on a quarterly basis.
What I want to get into what kind of insects do you treat?
Any insect you can think of in South Florida, we treat.
But now, don't you have to have licenses to treat different areas?
Yes, well, Command Pest Control, we have all 4 licenses.
Which is what?
We have a termite license, which allows us to inspect for termites and treat for termites. We have a fumigation license, which allows us to fumigate homes for termites. And we also have a general household pest control license, which we can treat any general inside pest, such as ants, spiders, roaches, or you like to call them palmetto bugs, and rodents. And then we also have a L&O license, which is a license needed to spray lawns.
So are there a lot of rodent problems here as well?
Oh, we have a lot of rats.
You do? I thought that was only in New York.
No, I've seen
Seriously?
rats. I haven't
You
ever seen
have?
a mouse, but I've seen
Well,
a lot
here's
of
something I've
rats.
seen: tree rats, which I've never ever experienced. But there's tree
They're
rats.
called roof rats.
Yeah, but they're all up in the trees.
Well, they also trees, and they run along the telephone lines and the power
And
lines,
fences.
and then they'll run into your house. They'll find a way to get up into your attic, and they'll start eating on your power lines in your
I
house.
saw one on a rail one day, and we raced. I mean, he was racing. I almost beat him.
They're quick, right?
They are quick. But no, I've actually seen a lot of rats down here.
Oh, there's a lot. Quite a
So
bit.
now, when you go in, let's just start off real quickly about rats because I really want to talk about termites
Right.
today. When you go in, how do you treat rats nowadays?
Well, the first thing you need to do is find out how they're getting into the home, and you want to close up those areas of where they're getting in.
How do you
So
find
typically,
that?
so let me ask you something. Can they get under like the garage door?
They can go under your garage door, but
They have no
typically
spines.
they have spines.
Are they do? No, I'm just saying because that's what I always heard.
Well,
that
they can
they
get in a very small opening, the size of about the size of their head. They can get into any opening the size of their head.
Wow.
well, you hope they have big heads.
Well, very
So they
small
can't get in.
openings.
So you close up the opening and
Right.
then you.
They're usually going through your soffit vents or where your AC lines go into your house, or sometimes even the vent stacks up on your roof. They'll go on your roof and then they'll come down in the vent stacks
Oh, that's
Through
right.
the attics?
to the attic.
Oh, now she's not going to sleep tonight. Thanks, David.
Why are you banging on the table?
I
Don't
don't know why
bang.
I did that.
Okay, let's get off the rats. Let's go to termites. So what are the most common types of termites in South Florida?
Okay, the most commonest type of termite is a drywood termite. Okay, drywood termite is the termite that you see that we tent the houses for, generally speaking. You also have another termite, subterranean termite, that comes up from the ground.
How do you recognize these though? How do you? I mean, I know you would, but how does a person like myself?
Well, a drywood termite, you're gonna see little coffee grounds piled up, on the floor, on a table, on a windowsill. Maybe see piles of wings on the windowsill, something like that.
Oh.
So that's how you spot them?
That's how you spot evidence of a drywood termite. And subterranean termites, you'll see looks like veins of mud going up the wall. They're called mud tunnels.
Okay.
Wow.
So tell me, because we've never had termites before.
No.
What does a termite do to a house?
Well, termite eat all the wood inside your home.
Okay, but I mean, I'm saying, what can it do if it's not taken care of?
Well, it'll structurally make your house unsound.
Ooh, structurally.
So, well, no, because it eats the wood. Isn't that
Eats
correct?
the wood. And everybody thinks that my house is made out of CBS block, but really the main part of your house, which is the roof, is made out of wood.
Wow.
Wow. That's scary.
That could be really expensive.
So let me just ask you this. So once you tent the house, because I've seen that in our neighborhood, the tent, so I know that there's termites and they're trying to get rid of the termites. What do you do once, because I know you have to remove all the food and do all that and actually move out for a few days. Is that correct?
You have to be out of the house for 3 days and 2 nights.
And why is that?
Well, because we're going to cover your house in a tarp, and then we're going to put sulfuryl fluoride inside your house, which is a gas, a deadly gas. So you have to take all your food out of the house, all the living plants out of your house. Obviously, you have to leave the house, and you have to be out of the house for 3 days and 2 nights. After we take the tent off, we'll go back the following day, and we'll check it with a meter and make sure it's safe for you to re-enter the home.
So there's no toxins.
That's right.
Wow, so you got to definitely take the pets out. And
Well, if you're moving out, you're taking your pets, right?
There's some bad pets out there. How about our iguana? Should we leave our iguana?
I'd leave the iguana
Yeah.
and the goldfish.
Yeah, whatever happens, it's fine. Now, do you have a package that you come out and check for the houses for termites on an annual basis?
Yes, we'll go out and inspect anybody's home, or you need to give us a call. It's normally about $80 for us to come out and inspect a home.
That
See
was
if you have
well
termite.
worth it. And how often should people have their house inspected?
Should have inspected once a year.
Once? That's all? Just once a year?
Once a year.
That's no big deal. So
you're-
is there a one termite that's more destructive than another?
Subterranean termites are way more destructive than drywood termites. And then we also have a termite in South Florida called a Formosan termite.
Which is what?
It's a type of subterranean termite, but they will destroy your house in a very short amount of time.
Wow. We better get our house inspected.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you have to call command in. They need to take control of the bug situation.
Exactly. Give them your phone number again, and we're going to keep mentioning. I want you to write this number down, because you know what? You might see the wings around the windows,
or you may be listening to the show and say, you know something, I really need somebody to come inspect my house for termites.
Somebody that you can trust.
Yes.
And that's what Renee and I have been seeing a lot of, is that we get stuff on our door all the time.
Because I think there's so many fly-by-night companies, especially here in South Florida, that it's really important to have somebody, especially coming in, spraying pesticides or doing any of those things, that's licensed. Because is it a law that you have to be licensed?
You do have to be licensed. You do have to be licensed. Not very easy license to get.
No.
And that's why I mentioned before, there is 4 licenses, and a lot of people don't realize there's actually 4 licenses to have if you're going to do all types of pest control in South Florida.
Because I know even when I have my exterminator in the house and he sprays all over, I'm always nervous with the dog. So is the spray you use, is it safe for animals?
All the sprays that are allowed today by the EPA, they are safe for animals once the insecticide dries.
So what happens if they lick it before it dries?
She's so paranoid about it.
No, I am. With my dog, I am. I'm just asking. I need to know for my own information.
Well, more than likely, the dog's not going to lick it. They put it to you that way.
So you got to put a muzzle on him until it dries.
Or at least a bag over his head.
Put a bag over your head. Don't even go there.
I know. Give everybody your website address.
Okay.
You got a great website, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's www.commandpestcontrol.com.
I've gone all through your website, and there's so much great information on there. And again, the purpose of our show is so, you never know when you're going to need somebody, like whether it's pest control or roof repair.
Right. Well, it's one thing to have ants. It's another thing to have termites that are destroying your home.
Exactly. So here by our show, what we do is we find who are the top in their field. So you've got to write their phone number. You might not even need them for another 3 or 4 months, but at least you don't have to go Google somebody.
And then hope that they're reputable.
Because it's like the old Yellow Pages. We used to always do is whoever had the biggest ad. And I found out long ago it wasn't a matter of who had the biggest and the nicest ad.
So you tell me big is not better.
Big is not better. And again, there's no more Yellow Pages. But the same thing with Google. Just because they're ranked #1 does not mean they're the best. So that's what a show like ours will do, is you will find out. We have done our legwork already, and we find companies like Command Pest Control. I love that name, Command Pest Control.
Well,
so
takes
easy to
command.
say.
So give your phone number out, David.
All right, it's 954-943-0008.
Okay, so why don't we take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Don't let pests, rodents, and termites get the best of you. Call Command Pest Control today. When it's time to spray your lawn and keep those pests off your property, call Command Pest Control at 954-943-0008. Command Pest Control provides exceptional pest control in Broward and Palm Beach counties, so schedule a free inspection today. They specialize in all types of termite control, rodent control, and general pest control. Let their qualified staff protect your home and property from the damage and cost associated with common Florida pest infestation. Command Pest Control has been servicing the Broward and Palm Beach area for over 20 years with their qualified and licensed staff. Call them today at 954-943-0008. That's 954-943-0008 for peace of mind. At Command Pest Control, their goal is to offer you 100% customer satisfaction. For more information, please visit commandpestcontrol.com.
And we're back, and we're here with David Galvani from Command Pest Control. Although Steve-O wanted to give me the wrong pronunciation, so I come across looking bad over the radio.
I never want you to look bad.
Am I wrong, David? Did he give me the wrong pronunciation or what? Thank you very much. And David was very nice enough, kind enough to fix that for me.
But I got it from the Fox feed, National.
Okay. Anyway, David, give your phone number again. Once again.
954-943-0008.
And like we said before, don't wait for the last second to have your house checked for termites, or if you want to have your house sprayed for bugs, because I know that one time I decided I'm going to give it a rest and not spray my house, and all of a sudden I went to the bathroom and the whole wall was covered with fire ants.
Yeah.
Which is something, and it was a holiday weekend.
It always happens.
Yes, always, and nobody was coming out.
So you're always kicked out of the house when you're going to treat for termites.
Right.
What do you do when we're gone? What goes on? Tell me, how do you treat the termites?
Well, you only get out of your house when we have to tent your house.
Okay.
Okay, when we do treat for subterranean termites, you don't have to leave your house.
Oh.
There's no tent goes on your house for that.
Why is that?
Because the subterranean termites come up from the ground. So what we do is we're going to treat the ground around your home, and also where the pipes come up into your home underneath.
So it's actually a better termite to have. Although it's more destructive, it's better as far as treating it.
It's easier for me to treat, but
well,
it's
easier
better
for the home. No, I'm saying for the homeowner as well, because you don't have to leave your house.
Yes, but it's a lot more destructive.
Oh, so you can't win.
No.
I mean, you have no. It doesn't matter how you do it. What kind of termite you get.
So do you actually see, like, outside on the structure of your house, can you tell, like, on the wood portion, if you see some, like, erosion on the wood, can you actually tell, would that be a sign or an indication of termites?
Yeah, if you looked on the fascia board, which is right underneath the roof line around your home, you may see some bubbling of the wood, or you may see a bunch of tiny little holes. Look like somebody shot it with buckshot, and you'll see a bunch of tiny little holes on your fascia board. That's a good indication that you may have a termite problem.
I'm actually in Texas. You know, we have a lot of wood fences. Termites were horrible on fences, and you can tell they've been there. And you see the wings. You would see wings right on the fence. There's two different kinds that are prevalent here. Termites that are prevalent here.
Is there anything that you could do to prevent any of the termites?
That's what I was going to ask you next.
Sure, you can do preventative treatments. For a subterranean termite, you can do a preventative treatment around your home, where pretty much you'll inject termiticide into the dirt around your home. And for drywood termites,
how often do you have to do that, though?
You want to just do it one time, okay, and then just have your home inspected. Keep the warranty up with the company that you hire. All companies are required to give you a minimum 1-year warranty, and most companies will let you renew that warranty for as long as you have the home. And that's what.
So that would be a smart thing to do.
Well, you keep it this way, you're not paying again for your inspection every year. That's all part of the service. And if any termites are found during that inspection, they'll be treated at no charge for you.
So how about for the other type of termites that you usually tent for?
Well, you can go ahead and do a foam treatment inside your attic, where you'll try to get to all the accessible wood areas of your attic, and then maybe treat it through your soffit vents. And the same thing, you'll have a warranty with that.
So it's a one-time treatment as well?
One-time treatment, that's right.
That's worth doing. It really is.
You know what's worth doing is, even if you don't think you have termites,
having your home inspected.
Exactly. Buy that package where you come out, and that's the best way to do it. Because, wow, especially the snowbirds, when they leave to go back home for 6 months, what if they've got termites? That's 6 months those suckers have been chomping on your wood.
That's right. So do you have, like, specialized tools that you use?
We use a lot of different specialized tools. We use infrared cameras. We use moisture meters, but actually the best tool we have is a flashlight and a screwdriver.
You're kidding? All the specialized tools. That's really amazing.
Well, he's the expert at that, so he could spot them right away. That's why.
I spotted you right away.
Oh, settle down.
And I'm not an expert.
Does Command do also lawn spraying?
We do lawn spraying also, yes, absolutely. We do all types of pest control.
Do you have other people that help you?
No, I do everything by myself.
Come on.
Do you do residential and commercial?
We do residential and commercial, right?
Oh.
You know what? And that is really important, too, because what we've seen as to spraying the lawn.
The red ant hills. Red ant hills.
And guess how they get in the house? So you've got to take care of the lawn, too.
Oh, absolutely.
So people think that by treating and spraying their inside of the house, the interior of the house, that they're not going to get ants, but that's not the case.
It's not the case. They're still going to come in from outside, and although all our chemicals are great and they work wonderful, they're still going to get into the house, and you'll see dead ants. I mean, most of them will die after they pass through the insecticide, but the whole idea is to get them before they get to your home.
You don't want them to come into the house.
Right.
And that's the problem that we're having right now with our house, is that they're outside, you see the anthills, so that the lawns have to be treated. So it's really important to do that as well.
Do you need my number?
I'm going to take it.
We definitely
You know
have
what? Give me a number right now.
954-943-0008.
I like that lead way.
I know. I've got-
well, lead in.
I've got my favorite question now. I'm going to put you on the spot. Why should I hire Command Pest Control over anyone else? I did put him on the spot.
You did put me on the spot.
No, actually, he's got so many answers.
Because
to
maybe he's the best at what he does.
Well, there's really a lot of great companies in South Florida. There really are. The state of Florida is very big on their licensing. In order to get your licensing, you get checked up on all the time. So they'll even stop some of the vehicles. The whole idea of taking Command Pest Control, all of my technicians are trained by me. I take all the technicians out personally, and I train them. And if you have a problem in your home, you can always call the office and just demand that you speak to Dave, the owner, and I'll come out and take care of your problem for
He
you.
will call you back.
So do you have, like, I mean, I know some offer contracts. Do you have a contract, like a year contract, so this way you have a regular set-up time to come and spray the home?
We have yearly pest control contracts.
So is there a discount for the yearly contract?
There is. You get a $50 discount off if you take yearly pest control with us. It's normally $385, so it's $335 for a yearly pest control service. On
And does
most
that
homes.
include exterior as well as interior?
It does not include the lawn, but it does include perimeter treatments around the home. So in other words, we'll get the insects before they get to the inside of your home.
Okay, so how about the lawn itself? Because I need my lawn treated. I have a lot of fire ants. I saw them when I left today. I have to wear heels on the grass.
Well, we have a guy that has been going around the neighborhood.
We have a lot of people that come around knocking on the doors.
They have like a can of Raid in their hand. They said they specialize in ants.
Oh, that's the guy you want to hire.
My nom was Tom. No, but it's really important. We've learned about spraying the outside too. The inside does not help at all.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because we have been spraying the inside of a house for so long, and now I'm seeing the outside, and you could actually see the ant hills, and the red ants are really dangerous to have in your house.
They are. Because
And the mouse traps we've been putting out in the house to get the ants, they haven't worked at all. I mean, it's hard. We put all kind of food
Peanut
there.
butter.
I think you just need to get the perimeter of your home sprayed very heavy. You do that once or twice, and you probably won't have any more problems.
No, I've had that done, and I still have problems.
Well, you didn't have it
Yeah,
done.
I didn't
like
have
Miranda.
command. See, that's the whole thing. I needed to have command in my house to take command over all my ant problems.
Exactly. You know what? Also, we were just talking before the show that can you treat these water bugs at all? Because someone told us you cannot treat for that.
We're talking about the roaches now. Now I'm getting to the fact that these palmettos are no longer flying palmettos; they're flying roaches, which I'm horrified.
And everybody has seen them because as soon as you turn on the light, it's like a big party starts. Everybody's scurrying around.
Well, what you can do, you can treat them, but they're usually going to come out from the pipe voids, where the pipes come out from behind the cabinets is generally where they're going to come from, because they will come up from the drains. But a lot of the drains, you're going to have a water trap, and some drains you also have a little, like a strainer or something on top of it, so they can't come out. But they'll follow the pipes up from the ground on the outside of the pipe. So where your pipes come in through your cabinets, you just want to put some caulk around.
No, you know, I see that they're always in the garage.
Oh, that's right.
They're always in my garage.
Well, you just got to make sure the seals on the garage door are nice and tight, like
Maybe
you would
we
actually
should start
before.
closing the garage door at night.
I think you should go out there with a flashlight and start searching where the openings are.
And then wherever your pipes come through, you want to make sure everything's sealed, have them caulked up and sealed. And then good idea to make sure that your garage seals tightly.
Yeah, you know what? Now, do you come out to houses to do that actually? I mean, this seems like the sealing part is just as important as the
Well,
treatment
we
part.
seal around the pipes and all that. As far as the garage doors, we don't seal that. You have to get a garage door company or just check it and make sure. But the weather stripping or something be suffice for that.
Well,
And you know what? I think it's an all-year-round problem when it comes to insects here.
Well, especially in the rainy season. I would think that's so much more so in the rainy season because the ants that are outside, when they come in the house, I mean, if the
Actually, their homes get flooded.
right, that's what I'm saying.
So they're looking for a new place to live.
They're looking for somewhere dry. Absolutely. The ground gets saturated, and they're going to enter your house more.
Is there
That's crazy.
any insects down here that are poisonous?
No.
How about spiders?
We'd have some spiders, but you're not going to come in contact with them, really. You know, you have black widow, brown recluse, but as far as somebody coming in contact, it's very rare.
Because I hear, like, if you get a spider bite, that could be really dangerous also.
If it's a brown recluse or black widow, it is.
But that's not something you find here.
They're here, but not very common. You'd have to climb through your crawl space underneath your house. You know,
That's
they
never
like,
happening.
Right. They like dark areas, dark, damp areas, certain areas, the corners of your attic where you really can't get to. You just have to be careful where you put your hands. If you had something, an old pot.
Did you hear that? Be careful where you put your hands.
It's a little late for me to learn that now, is it, Life?
That teacher will smack you.
You know, I know this is going to be a show that we're going to get a lot of emails after people going, what was that number again? And we only gave it out like 50 times
Tell
today.
everyone where you're located also.
We're located in Pompano Beach, Florida.
Okay, and give your phone number again.
It's sure 954-943-0008.
And your website address.
It's www.commandpestcontrol.com.
That's an easy number.
I know. It's an easy name to remember also. It's a great name.
And I've been on his website for the last 2 days, and there's just so much great information you've got. And whoever does your website has done a wonderful job. And you can actually go back tomorrow, next week, and watch today's show on their website, because our show is
If you missed the phone number or
exactly
any information you need.
And next month, David's going to be back with us, and you can actually start emailing us any questions that you want to make sure we ask next time. Our email address is Stephen.
Yeah, ask Stephen about the bugs.
Steven. No, don't ask me about bugs. At AskTheExpertsRadioShow.com, and we'll use those questions next month when David comes back in. But the most important thing, again, about today's show, this is a great way that you don't have to worry about. You find out you have termites. You think you have termites.
No, that's why, you know something, before you even get...
that
But before you even get to that point, what you need to do is have David's company go out there and inspect it, so there's no worries.
Are you saying? I think we're saying we have a call. Let's go.
We have a call. Okay.
Minutes.
Who do we have? Hello.
I heard somebody.
Am I on the air?
You're on the air. Who do we have?
My name is Heidi, and I'm a condo president, and I have a question. Is this the right show?
You do.
No. You know what?
Are you looking for the HOA, or are you looking for Command Pest Control?
I'm looking for Robert Kay and Michael Bender.
Next show.
Okay, next show. They're going to be on in like 5 minutes. But thank you for
I'm very
calling.
sorry.
No, call back.
Call
That's
back.
Anyway,
Okay, thank you. I'll call back. Thank you.
Thank you.
it's been wonderful having you on the show today. We have the best. I know that we've got the best when it comes to pest control. We will see you next month.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, me also.
Thanks so much. And we're going to go to break right now, and we will be right back.